Hello, my name is Woody Gall, and today I'm going to be reflecting on a teaching video called Standards 1, 2, 3 video. The primary questions that I'm being asked to consider are how the teacher deviated from his lesson plan, the causation of that deviation, and similar deviations I might potentially make in my classroom, and how to improve or adapt this lesson to meet the standards of my own students. So, excuse me, I watched the video and had a lot of notes and a lot of thoughts and ideas. But specifically regarding deviation, what I did was I allowed myself to watch the video first, and then I actually went back and looked at his lesson plan. And in comparison, I do not see how he deviated immensely from his lesson plan. The one thing that I would say is that the video that we are being asked to watch here is cut in certain ways. So the lesson plan video has definitely been edited, and it does not have the entire lesson, how he did it. However, what he's showing us does not seem to me that he's deviating that much. I thought that there were clearly examples where he could have asked the students more probing questions and allowed them to have more shared communication time with one another, and that might have allowed for more deviation from the lesson plan to link in with what they were specifically connected to. However, overall, I thought that it was going pretty smoothly. These are now my general thoughts about the lesson plan. So the video that we've watched begins with the teacher showing an engaging and fun music video to the students, and it's a bunch of people singing "This Is Me." Now, I have actually never seen the movie The Greatest Showman, so I wasn't sure what exactly this was until later when I went back and I saw, oh, okay, on the lesson plan he's explaining that this is coming directly from that video. And I'm sure he probably explained that to the students. However, that just wasn't in the teaching video that we saw. So after showing them the video, he asked them to think about how these people are different and now why they are together. One of the students responded that she thought that it's like a subculture, and another student shared that they have different features that are not accepted by society. Now, the lesson plan is clearly all about subcultures and differences and our connections to those. So I thought that that was a smart way to start out this lesson. My personal thoughts were, without knowing where this came from, that this was a little subjective and speculative and unsubstantiated, and that maybe they actually do belong to a society that accepts people the way they are, and that they are the majority. I think that we simply don't have enough information to fully know that. And I didn't myself until I went back and saw where it was from. However, the teacher is sticking with the assumption that the people in the video are in some way outcasts and are coming together for a special purpose. He then reminds his students about what they've already learned about what a subculture is. So I thought that was great. So he starts out a way to engage them, and then he's reconnecting with, this is what we've been talking about, and this is what we've learned so far. He then goes into showing, now this is the objective for the lesson. We're going to learn about various subcultures and be able to identify youth subcultures, and then do research and share our findings. So that was great. He's telling the students, this is what we're going to learn today and what you are going to be able to do. He then gave a couple of shout outs to some students who had done exemplary work. He shared a Flipgrid video that one of his students made for homework that he thought was a great example. And then he asked a follow-up question about being a part of many subcultures. He then quickly tried to encourage interaction between peers. However, either due to the cutting of this lesson video or because the teacher's not getting much of a response, he seemed to quickly move on. And I feel that he really missed an opportunity to engage in a group discussion more. And perhaps he could have even used small breakout rooms and then required each group to share their thoughts. In the next section of this particular lesson, he had the students choose a specific subculture to research. and then he's made a shared document and given them 20 minutes to put down information that they can find on their specific group. And through that activity, he's effectively created a flipped classroom online setting whereby the students teach the rest of the class about their subculture group. And I really enjoyed hearing the research that the students had come up with, and I thought they did a very good job of finding a lot of relevant information. Again, due to the cutting of this lesson video, we don't get the teacher's feedback. Now, if I was doing the same lesson in my own classroom, I would try to be actively eliciting more interaction among the students. I think it could have been helpful to ask students what they knew or thought about the groups prior to the presentations, and then had a short Q&A afterwards as well. I think it was smart that he reviewed the objectives again at the end of class in order to reiterate what they'd learned for that day. Then in this video, we have actually the lesson from the next day. So that was kind of cool. In the following lesson, he again starts with a video, this time a youth TED Talk about how being different is awesome. And he follows up that video by reiterating to the students that differences make you special, and relates that to the focus of subcultures. So again, I thought that that was a good way to open up his class, especially in an online setting where he's trying to engage the students and get them interested in what's going on in the lesson and connecting it to what they're going to be learning about. And the focus of this day's lesson is on the students sharing their findings. And I think that in the video that we watched, the focus is primarily on this is the student's work, and let's enjoy what the student's work is. And then it's cut very liberally. And so the teacher gives very little feedback in this lesson video, and he allows some student interactions after each one. However, again, I think that there could have been a lot more interaction. However, I think perhaps and probably it was just cut out of this video version. So thank you very much for watching today. Again, I feel like because of the way that this lesson video was cut and what I saw, this teacher did a very good job of sticking with his lesson plan and not making much deviation. However, it's a little hard to tell without seeing more. Thank you very much. Have a great day.